Hi, are you someone who, like me, is working a little bit more on being present in your life and trying not to spend too much time either ruminating about the past or thinking about the future and really trying to be in the moment, whatever the moment is? I know we've talked about that on past podcasts. I'm just a big fan of the idea of being where your feet are, wherever that is, right? Right now, my feet are here recording this podcast. And so obviously my intention, right, is to be all in on recording this podcast. And I was thinking about that concept the other day of being present in relationship to planning. And so my pitch to you today is that I want to sell you on the idea that planning actually helps you be more present. So that's what we're going to talk about on episode 67 of Handled Ish Productivity for the Imperfect, a weekly podcast for those who want to elevate their productivity but are not looking for perfection. I'm your host, Betsy Hayes, and I'm really happy you're here with me in podcast land or on YouTube. So this whole idea of planning, helping you be present, is really sort of very, very top of mind to me. It's the end of the semester. As you know, I'm a college professor. The end of the semester, particularly in the spring semester, is incredibly busy. And it's all fabulous stuff. But sometimes I like to say it's a little bit like drinking from a fire hose. There's all kinds of events, which are wonderful, celebrations. There's, classes to prep for, lessons to plan, grading. All the committees are wrapping up. Like it's just a whole thing. And so the other day, I was planning my last few weeks of, usually, as you know, I plan on Fridays and I plan for a very solid plan for the week ahead and then a moderately solid plan for the week after that. So I plan kind of 2 weeks in advance. But toward the end of the semester, I like to do three in excruciating detail. So I make sure nothing falls through the cracks. And so I was putting that plan together and I realized that the more detailed my plan was, the more able I was going to be present in all of the things on my calendar. And this really was top of mind when it was a couple of days after I did my, 3 week plan, and I hosted a social for our faculty here at my house. And it was just such a lovely time because even though it was right in the middle of this very busy time, I felt very comfortable that I had done enough planning to get everything done that I need to do done. And so during the social, I didn't have to worry about what I was going to do next, right? I didn't have to worry about what I was not doing. I just was able to enjoy my colleagues. We had lovely food, conversation. It was just a very light and happy, several hours of the social. And it just underscored how when we know things are going to happen, okay, right? We have a plan to get stuff done. We really are able to be much more present because we're not worried about what we should be doing, right? What is else? We're not worried about what else is on the to-do list. We're not worried about, oh my gosh, when am I going to do this particular thing? Because we know when we're going to do that particular thing. And if we are, doing this planning to the best of our ability, there's also a few blank spots, even during busy times, that you can feel confident that if something else comes up, you know you're going to be able to have time for that, or at least time-ish, right? And so that's just my pitch to y'all this week is to if you, like me, are working on being more present with the people and the activities in your life, to really recognize that having a super solid plan for your week really helps you be present. Because then you know everything's going to be taken care of and you're not worried about it. And you can just focus on truly where your feet are and the people that you're with or the activity that you're doing. And you can just enjoy it and relax a little bit. Because I think when we don't know when stuff is happening, when we're not sure if we're going to be able to get it all done, I don't think it's easy to relax, or at least it isn't for me. And I don't think that it is easy to be present. I think our mind is always like, all over the place. And to the point about thinking about the past, right? Oh my gosh, I should have said this, I should have done this, I should have prepared this. That's, probably going to be a subject of another podcast, but I just want to share a little thought I've been having is that when that happens, something, to try is to just take a moment, literally take a whole minute to breathe. If you want to use I use Headspace app right now, or on my watch, it has a little mindfulness thing that'll help me breathe for a minute, or you can just literally breathe on your own. We're perfectly capable of that. Sometimes technology is fun though. This morning when I did my little minute of breathing via Headspace, it was this little cartoon cat whose stomach raised and lowered while I was breathing along with the cat. And I got to tell you, it made everything so much more fun. And, take a minute, take a whole bunch of deep breaths, and then just tell yourself, you know what? I did the best I could with what I had at the moment. And now I need to move forward. Right. And if there is something definitive that you really want to do differently in the future, make a mental and physical note about that and then move on. Right. There is so much awesome stuff going on in your life that you do not want to waste time ruminating on what is already over, right? Be where your feet are. Where your feet are is most likely pretty great. And if it's not, then it will be in the very not so distant future. I'm sure of that. Okay, so that's what I have today. I'm curious what you think about this whole idea of planning, helping you be more present. Would love to hear about it. At Betsy Hayes on social, betsyahays.com. Hayes is Hays, is my website. Until then, have a fabulous week. I look forward to visiting with you again next time on Handled Ish Productivity for the Imperfect. Until then, please take care and be kind to yourself because you are doing so much better than you think you are. I promise. Take care.